I realized I got to change the title to PTSD and Depression Solutions. A lot of my friends are soldiers and they get PTSD, stimulated depression. And here's the thing: I know this is a dating, hookup, relationship, pickup, advice business, but you have to understand, especially as a male, that if you are riddled with depression, it's going to affect your relationships, and it's also going to affect your ability to date successfully. Okay, and both males and females, this can be the case. There is a biological drive for men to take care of females. So if you're depressed and you have depressive stuff, you're a female, there's a good chance there's a guy that'll want to help you and take care of you, meaning genuinely speaking. However, if you never get any better, then that eventually starts to go away. People want to help others knowing that there's going to be positive results. When they feel like it's a dead end and there's no positive results and there's no progress, that patience starts to wear out. I mean, then it becomes a drain on our personal resources, and that hits to our core. Our unconscious minds and our hindbrain, our instinctual minds start to get repelled by people who need help but won't help themselves. We get repelled by people who need help but will never actually be helped, right? And this is why, some people who feel like they really need help, they don't get the help. Nobody wants to help them. And it's because they're sending off that vibe that they'll never be better. And nobody wants, and for 200,000 years you were in tribes, you would just be killed for that, because you were a drain on the tribe and a drain on the resources. So people will tend to abandon you when you're at your lowest, because if your mindset is that you can't be helped, you'll never be better, you'll always be fighting this or whatever it may be, unless this person is is dysfunctional and an enabler type of a person, right? They're going to be repelled by you. So a healthy person will be repelled by that, male or female. Females get a little bit more leeway, it's just the way it is, because we're driven to take care of females. But men do. I promise you, she will mate switch, trade your ass up. If it's not in this year, it'll be in 5 years. But it doesn't matter. If you're constantly fighting depression and PTSD related symptoms, and you never get any better, and it never improves, and you never pull yourself out of it, it's just a constant battle back and forth from depressive state to not depressive state. I promise you, she's going to get tired of that. If she doesn't trade you up and just start cheating on you or breaking up with you or whatever, you'll see her become asexual, the weight will gain, she's not going to want to be with you, and you're going to watch that part of your life crumble. I don't care who she is, I don't care what your situation is, I don't care what her desires are. That is, the stronger she is, the better she'll stick around, but eventually it's going to fall apart. So you have to take care of your own shit, and this is hopefully something that will help you, and it directly impacts your relationships, or I wouldn't do the video, okay? So some of this stuff is kind of borrowed. If you go to Tate, God, fuck his first name, he's a fighter. He's got a bunch of YouTubes out. His name is Tate, and he used to be a fighter. Now I'm slipping. What is his name? Look up. Tate. I don't know. We'll see if it shows up. Is it Andrew Tate? Yeah, kickboxer. I thought it was Andrew Tate. I was going to say that. Anyway, Andrew Tate, kickboxer, moved to Europe, opened up I'm not going to give his whole backstory. Some of his stuff's pretty cool. Some of you guys might hate it. That's cool. He's kind of an asshole, a lot of people think, but I like guys who are assholes sometimes. So I like it. And he got a lot of flack for this, and I might get some flack too. But his flack that he got is when he said depression isn't real. All right, so he said depression isn't real. He got a lot of flack for it. I listened to his video on it. I see his point, however, I do. So some of these little steps I kind of borrowed from him, so I got to give the credit to where it's due. All right, but anyway, so step one is you recognize that you're falling into this depressive state. Okay, you got to recognize it's happening. All right, you start waking up later and later, feeling more and more like shit, starts to affect your physical body, starts to affect your mental state, everything you start to see as negative. You recognize that you're gradually spiraling into this thing, okay? So that's first thing, recognition. Recognizing it, even voicing it to somebody, will help bring it to light, and then you can solve the problem. All right. If you ignore it and pretend like it's not there, then it won't solve itself usually. All right. So that's number one. Now, number two, and this is where I borrowed this from him, from Tate, Andrew Tate, was recognize that it's bullshit and depression actually isn't real. All right. Why do I say that? I like that. Why do I say that? It's because depression really is a pile of chemicals and emotions in your body that's influencing your thoughts. That's all it is. Well, that is kind of an illusion, isn't it? I mean, your emotions and the chemicals in your body based on thoughts and maybe bad shit going on in your life, that's illusion. So you can change those thoughts. Tony Robbins will do that all the time. Like, they'll do state management and right away somebody's state changes. Now, they may leave the Tony Robbins event and go right back to being depressed because they don't know what else to do. Not saying it's Tony Robbins' fault, but I mean, that might happen. However, it's a state change. So when you realize that states are fluid, they're actually illusionary. It has nothing to do with external concrete material things. Other than the chemicals involved, there's no material things there. Okay? So when you realize that it's not actually real. It's not material. Therefore, you can change it. It's very malleable. So if you accept that fact, reality, whether you want to debate it science-wise or not isn't important, because the reality is if you recognize that it's not real and that it's just a pile of shit that you can change, what happens is it puts you in a mindset to be able to change it. It empowers you. So it's useful, okay? Now, number three is no one else can change your state but you. I think he says nobody gives a fuck about you but you, something like that. But I'll paraphrase it and say no one can change your state but you, okay? So it's up to you, nobody else. Nobody will do it for you. No loved one, no parent, no child, no girlfriend, no boyfriend, all right? It's you. Number four, something in your life sucks. Something, I don't know what it is, okay? Something in your life sucks. There's something that's not good. If it's purely a chemical thing, then maybe your chemicals in your body suck, and that's what sucks in your life. But usually it's something else. You don't make enough money. You're not happy in your relationship. Relationship with your kids is not going well. Your physical health ain't going well. And maybe it's usually a combination of a number of things, but something sucks, okay? That's what it is. People whose life doesn't suck, they don't get as depressed. It's a fact, all right? They figured out that the income for not being depressed is $75,000 a year. If you make $75,000 a year, your incidence of being depressed goes down dramatically. Okay, so having things not suck, that's a definite direct thing. Okay, so work to change the part, identify what sucks and work to change it, even if you're not motivated to. Okay, the compounding effect of working to change it will cause your mental state to change. All right, so that was number four. Number five is execute. Okay? Start executing. Now, what's your execution plan, right? So I could end the video there, but then you don't know what to do to execute. So, execution plan. Number one, take a break. This is important because you're overwhelmed. All right? You go into a depressive... Here's what they've done, a study on dogs, okay? And this is back in like the 50s when they didn't have ethics and things like that. All right? They put dogs in a room where the floor would shock. They had a platform and the dog one group of dogs could escape to the platform. In the other group, the dogs would just get shocked. No matter what they did, they got shocked. That was it. Okay, they're like a control group. They found that the dogs that just got shocked, no matter what they did, fell into depression. Okay? So, if you're in life just getting shocked, no matter what you do, no matter what you try, no matter what you do, you seem to be getting kicked in the balls over and over and over again. And that's the situation you're in. And it's been that way for a week or a month or 6 months. All right? There's things you're doing wrong. That's why that's happening. However, it's going to cause you to shut down. Whether you're doing things wrong or not, whether it's your fault or not, doesn't matter. It will cause you to shut down, okay? So take a break. You're trying to do stuff and your state is so bleh that you can't accomplish anything. Take a break. Sleep. Play a video game. Chill out. Watch Netflix. Just don't do it for any more than 24 hours. and don't do anything that will cause you any kind of stress. Okay? If it's stressful, don't fucking do it. You can tell everyone to fuck off for a day. Depression will cause you to tell everyone to fuck off for 6 months. All right? So it's worth just taking a day to take that pressure off of you so you can breathe. Okay? Now, step 2 is get a plan together. I like to make my plan while I'm on my break. I do that because planning to me is fun. Okay? But if planning is not fun for you and that's stressful, don't do the planning. All right? But take a break. Step 2 is to get a plan, whether it's after your break, which is no more than 24 hours, or during. Make a plan. Number 3 is exercise. I don't care if you just knock out 100 push-ups while you're in your house. Okay? Do something physical, just for a few minutes. Get the blood flowing. All right? Physical exercise stabilizes your mental chemicals. All right? Now it's over time, meaning that's like 2 months of regular physical exercise is what's really going to do it. However, you can get acute effects from some physical exercise, so do some physical exercise. Number 4 is meditate. Think about a time, meditate on nothing to start off with to purge negativity. All right? Then take a few minutes and think about what you're grateful for, things that you're grateful for, and then take the time to think about when you're in a peak state. Whether it's when you won something, won an award, accomplished something, sometime in your life. Doesn't matter. You could have been a kid. Doesn't matter how small the thing is. Doesn't matter how big it is. But it's just something where you were in a peak state and you felt really good and you felt, like you accomplished something, right? Like you were good. It's going to kind of change your mind state a bit, right? And so when the exercise with the combination of this meditative activity, that is what is you're changing your state right away in that moment. Then you clean, organize, and streamline your environment. Okay? But take no more than like 3 or 4 hours to do this. Some people will go, like fucking a month of cleaning because they get analysis paralysis and they don't want to move on to the next thing and they just continue to spin their wheels. Don't take any of these steps and use it as an opportunity to spin wheels. Thanks, Austin. I appreciate it. Don't spin those wheels, okay? So just set a time limit. You're going to clean and organize your environment so you're streamlined. So when you go into your office space, when you go into your workspace, when you go into your car, it feels good. Everything, look good, feel good. It's not look good, feel good, but also have a good environment that'll make you feel successful, make you feel better. You know what I mean? Some of you guys are naturally clean freaks and all that stuff. This will be a really easy step for you. Just for a few organizational things. But what I find is that people who tend to get depressed will let their environment go to shit too. Okay? And their environment tends to be a reflection of how their mind state is. So you change the environment, it affects your mind state. Okay? So those are your preliminary steps of getting the execution going, and then you execute plans. If you're in a bad financial state, maybe you're updating resumes. Maybe you're doing so many calls a day to get the resume out. If you're job hunting, maybe you're making so many sales calls a day. Maybe you're, working on aspects of, your relationship with your long-term girlfriend or whatever who doesn't like you anymore. And now you're having to use steps to try to repair that. Maybe you're doing that. Maybe you're coaching, right? Coach with me. It's a thing. I'd say talk to a therapist, but make sure it's a good one, not one that's an idiot. All right? There's a number of things you can do but that involves executing a plan. It has to be action planned. If your physical state, if your physical body just looks like you look terrible and feel terrible all the time, then maybe it's a gym program. You put this plan together. The plan that you put together, you start executing, and it just has to be small steps every day. You know what I mean? Don't get overwhelmed. When you get overwhelmed and then you get kicked in the balls a few more times, you're going to go like the dog in the studies they've done. You'll go right back into a depressive state. So don't do it, okay? We all fight this sometimes, and, soldiers particularly who have burnt out their neuroreceptors, fighting for your freedom, all right, will go through this stuff. And it's chemical related, but actions and mindsets affect it. So get rid of this illusion that you're depressed by feeling better and start executing, okay? Hopefully that helps. It's a plan. It's comprehensive. It'll save your ass. It'll save your relationship, because that's what this is actually about, this business page and my YouTube channel. It will save your relationship. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.